Clash. Alpha Team.
Welcome, and in this episode, we'll look at the unique melees of the different Guardian classes. We will look at their different characteristics and compare them. To start, these are the core attributes that we will look at for each. Melee range, maximum range in meters that your melee will hit, damage, the damage the melee deals including burn and explosions, speed, the time it takes from melee activation to hit, recovery, the time it takes for your melee to finish, and the total time, the entire time it takes to complete a melee. We will start with the Titans and finish with the Hunters. The Titans melee has these core attributes. The base melee has a range of 5.2 meters, damage of 122, speed of 0.4 seconds, recovery of 0.66 seconds, total time of 1.06 seconds. Stormfist has a range of 5.5 meters, damage of 158 HP, and plus 13 with discharge. Sunstrike has a range of 5.5 meters, damage of 104 HP, plus a damage over time, dealing 7 damage for 8 ticks, and plus 13 with thermal vent. Disintegrate has a range of 5.5 meters, a damage of 134. Disintegrate will only activate if the enemy has 134 health or lower. Titans are some of the best when it comes to melees. They have the best melee speed, decent range, and best damage. As well, their movement makes them optimal for getting close to enemies to melee them. Stormfist offers a huge damage in a single hit. You can even get more damage with discharge. With Overload, you can have melees ready constantly, and with Transfusion, you will immediately start your health regen. With this melee and shoulder charge, strikers can net themselves significant kills without any weapon needed. Sunstrike has the lowest impact damage of all melees, while a very high damage when you include the damage over time effect. This causes you to get tons of post-mortem kills, but can be used very tactically. Overall, this melee will start with 2 hits, but if you want to combo things with it, you will either have to get away while they burn out, or get a post-mortem kill. Thermal Vent can be very powerful for fighting multiple enemies, as well it will activate the damage over time effect on all enemies hit by its explosion, and even create a sunspot on the ground if you kill your target with the melee. Disintegrate is one of the worst and best melees in the game. In a 1v1 melee fight, it gives little to no advantage, although if you do win the fight, you'll be rewarded with a powerful shield and a passive buff of your choice. The shield alone will give you a huge advantage in any fight you move on to next, and buffs include making orbs, a stronger shield, or faster handling and reload. Overall, this melee adds to the defender's powerful kit of high skill and tactical abilities. The Warlocks have these core attributes: base melee of 6.6 meters, damage of 122, speed of 0.46 seconds, recovery of 0.83 seconds, and total time of 1.23 seconds. Thunderstrike has a range of 6.6 meters and 8.3 meters with amplitude. It has a damage of 102 and 182 when feedback is active. Energy Drain has a range of 6.6 meters and a damage of 134. Scorch has a range of 6.6 meters and a damage of 122, plus a damage over time of 7 times 5. Warlocks have a longer than average melee, which make them the best for doing shotgun melee combos, but their melee cooldown is slower. In regular Crucible, the range is a huge advantage and easily makes up for the slower melee recovery speed. Using purely melee, Titans will still likely be better in many scenarios due to their faster melee speed, higher damage, and the ability to Titanscape. Thunderstrike without amplitude is now the weakest melee in the game, giving no advantage whatsoever. Most melees have an inherent ability, higher damage, damage over time, etc. But thanks to the recent update, Thunderstrike does not have any. With amplitude, the melee has the best range in the game, able to match the kill distance of a max range shotgun. You can also have the melee chain to another enemy or give you super energy, but in comparison with amplitude or other melees, these options really are not too extremely great. Overall, apart from using amplitude, the Thunderstrike is likely one of the worst melee abilities. Energy Drain is the melee for those who like to throw tons of grenades. Voidwalker has a variety of great grenades, and their energy drain ability allows them to throw them constantly as long as they can activate it. This melee comes with several powerful options on top of the energy drain ability, including faster weapon and character movement, immediate health regen, and more super energy. As well, it comes with a little additional damage, making it a great option for using in combination with a close-range weapon like a shotgun or sidearm. Scorch is quite similar to the Sunstrike, leaving damage over time on its target but also quite different. Rather than dealing lower damage, it deals the regular base damage on impact while having a shorter, lasting damage over time effect. Sadly, there is only really one good option to run for PvP with this melee, which is Flame Shield. Flame Shield offers a short shield upon hitting the melee. Although not as strong as the Disintegrate Shield, it is quite powerful since you only have to land a hit rather than a kill. The other two options include pushing enemies and creating an explosion on a kill, while also both offering quicker melee charge, which is great for PvE. The Hunter's melee has these core attributes. The base melee has a range of 4.9 meters, damage of 122, speed of 0.4 seconds, recovery of 0.66 seconds, total time of 1.06 seconds. Blink Strike has a range of 6 meters and a damage of 122 or 364 with Backstab. The Night Stalker's Throwing Grenade Smoke has an impact damage of 20, explosion damage of 53 maximum, and Venomed will hit 15 damage per hit. The Linger effect activates on all hit by the explosion and deactivates if the player is hit by Envenomed. It deals 8 damage per hit, stays active when in the smoke, and once out of smoke it hits up to 6 more times. Throwing Knife deals 110 damage, 142 critical damage, and Incendiary Blade will offer a damage over time, dealing 7 damage for 5 ticks. The Hunter's base melee is the worst of all the classes, having the worst range and their movement tending to be more linearly slow. Although they have this disadvantage, they make up for it with their powerful melee abilities. The Blade Dancer and his Blink Strike are the exception to this statement, with almost as much range as a Warlock, as well as faster melee recovery and the ability to blink. These hunters can definitely hold their own in a melee fight. Their melee options are also very powerful, offering either stealth or super fast melee charge. The Backstab ability will allow you to kill any opponent with a single hit as long as you hit their back, which matches well with stealth and can even be super useful in unexpected situations. The final part that makes the melee one of the best is the Hungering Blade, which will return a portion of your health on a kill, preparing you for the next engagement. The Smoke Grenade is a versatile, ranged ability. It creates a cloud of smoke which binds, slows, and damages targets. You can throw them at targets for bonus damage on impact, allow them to go off when an enemy passes, or use them to gain invisibility. I don't recommend using Envenomed, as it does not do much more damage than the regular grenade, and does not leave a damage over time on your target, which means targets hit by it will recover quicker from the grenade. Overall, this ability is a hugely powerful tool for the hunter, offering extra damage on a target from a range, the ability to close an entrance or exits, as well as many other creative uses. The Thrown Knife is an effective ranged precision weapon and can achieve very quick kills, but requires a quite skilled hand. The knife does have a large hitbox on enemies, but its travel time, precision, and arc can make landing them on targets difficult. An experienced hunter can use these knives in combination with a hand cannon for extreme effectiveness. I would recommend trying these out, but simply know it will take practice to make them a reliable part of your kit. So which subclass has the best melee ability? For this question, we'll have to identify what situation we are looking at. Arguably, the most common situations to use melees in are when you run into an enemy face to face, and it's a fight of who can land 2 melees first, and when you use the melee in combination with another ability or weapon. The best melees for the first situation include Blink Strike, Storm Fist, and Thunder Strike, with Amplitude. These 3 are all strong melees with their own significant advantage. Storm Fist has the linear speed of a Titan, Blink Strike has the range advantage with no recovery loss, and Thunder Strike has the ultimate range advantage. For this scenario, I think the Thunder Strike wins as long as they are using Amplitude. The range on their melee will allow them to backpedal, possibly stopping the others from being able to melee them while they allow themselves to still land their melee. Without Amplitude though, the winner would likely be Blink Strike, as it offers the best mixture of speed and range. The best melees used in combos include Energy Drain and Storm Fist. Energy Drain has the advantage of additional damage and good range, while Storm Fist has the advantage of super high damage. I think Energy Drain is likely the best, as the additional damage means you don't need to damage your enemy as much with your weapon, and the range will make landing the melee easier. Which do you think is the best for these situations? Which melee is your favorite? I hope you enjoyed the information, and I'll see you in the next episode.